Hello and welcome to episode 23 of the Disconnected Gamers podcast, where we reconnect with life and gaming. I'm one of your hosts, Andrew, also known as Shaybond. With me as always,
it's your boy Mike, son.
Ooh. Hey, but let me ask you something. You ever seen a tank top this clean? I don't think you have. It's a clean-ass tank top.
Too much Hodge twins.
Shout out to the Hodge twins. If we're lucky, one day we'll get them on the podcast. It would have to be a video podcast, though. There's no way we could not have them
replicate their intro.
Mike, get the fuck up off me.
Fuck up off me.
You're out of focus. Come back. Anyways, it is Sunday, May 24th. It's episode 23. I already said that. And we are waiting on a guest. So we may patch in. There may be some editing in this episode. Normally, we just kind of record them straight through. But we figure, for the time being, we're going to talk about what we've been playing, games. We'll start it off that way. House of Wolves, I picked it up reluctantly. I didn't want to get it because I just didn't want to buy it. Right. But it's not bad.
It's not a waste.
It's not.
This time it's not a waste. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no, everyone's like, oh, there's no raid, but it actually, like...
the Prison of Elders is so good.
Prison of Elders is not bad. It's not bad.
Intense.
And one, it's faster than a raid, I think, is the other thing. The other reason why I like it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you can do, like, multiple Prison of Elder runs, and it's not like your whole day is wasted, or, you have to dedicate, like, 6 hours to doing it.
Right, exactly.
So I like that. And you get decent gear. I guess the first run, you're always guaranteed an exotic, but after that, it's a crapshoot.
Right, yeah. I got the last word my first run.
I got the truth.
The truth.
And then I used my treasure keys and got nothing good. So, well, I mean, I got legendaries, but like,
Is that the treasure key stuff? Is that in the same room or?
Yep, it's when you go in and there's the two chests on the side.
Yeah.
That thing right in front of you that's the chest you use the treasure keys for.
Okay, gotcha. Because they gave me a free treasure key. Okay, I see.
Yeah, so
that's where I got my last word from.
Yeah, so when you go in, you get those two chests on the side, and then the chest in front of you that doesn't really look like a chest, but it is. That's
a giant table.
Yeah, that's what the treasure keys are for. And you can only carry 5 at a time, but the thing that sucks is it's not like the golden chest in Borderlands where you can just like keep opening it. You can only open it once each time.
Gotcha.
So you got to run the prison again if you want to do it. But it only takes like maybe 20-25 minutes to like run through Prison of Elders.
Oh, yeah.
And like if you got a good crew, you can go faster.
Mhm. Pretty much, yeah. Like the crew I had, which were 2 random people, it didn't take us that long. I'd say, like you said, at least a good 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And we were straight to the treasure room.
Yeah, like the last group I ran it with, it was 2 randoms. We got hung up on the final boss because like I was using my rocket launcher and I was doing good damage, but like I couldn't synth because I didn't have time.
Right.
Because I fired like my whatever I had, then I synthed, then fired those rockets, and then like that was it. I was out. So I was like, well, now we got to wait like 5 minutes. And they didn't use rockets at all. I was kind of getting annoyed because I feel like if you focus all your fire on that final boss, you can wipe it out way faster than if you actually spend time like picking off the ads and you just go for the boss and then and then like take care of what's coming near you or what's like picking you off. But like if you can just like concentrate as much fire as possible. We had the Vex boss. They're all pretty cool bosses, though.
We had one. Yeah, we had the Vex one.
Yeah, they're all like pretty cool bosses. So at least that's nice. It's like it's not totally repetitive.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But I have not done Trials of Osiris yet, and I'm kind of bummed that you have to have 3 people. Like you have to have a group going in. It's not like it
Right,
automatically
yeah,
finds
it's not
you.
a matchmaking type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's straight
Well,
up. It's designed to be like a tournament style.
wouldn't it be good though? Because like you want your two best people with you. You wouldn't want two
Yeah,
randoms.
but like I
It's,
never
it's not like
have.
they're gonna put you like the best randoms.
I know. I mean, well, hopefully, like me, you, and Sam can fucking do it.
That's what Sam was saying. Yeah, he
Yeah.
wants us all to jump on and do that and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. Cause like otherwise, I don't have a fucking, I don't have a
So
crew. I don't have a group.
yeah, exactly.
It's like Sarah's in. So I don't even know. Sarah doesn't have her PS4 with her because she's doing archaeology stuff, so she can't play anyways. Although the fun part is, I wonder if she couldn't play if we had PS3. You know, because everything transfers between consoles. So it's like I'm almost
Sure.
like shit. If I got like the PS3 version, does my DLC transfer though, or does it just the game? Because in theory, it's all unlocked on my account. So if I switch to a different console, in theory, wouldn't I have all the? I should ask Jimmy that. He would know.
I feel like they said the expansion pass carries over. I don't know. I don't know about separately,
Yeah,
but yeah, maybe ask Jimmy
Jimmy.
about that. He
Because
says,
he goes between the two.
yeah. And I don't remember him saying that he had to buy it twice.
Twice, exactly.
I mean, just the game, but I mean, I don't know. I don't remember if he's anything about the DLC.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to
We'll,
find
we'll
out.
research it.
Yeah,
We'll research it.
because that would be an option at least.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because she has a PS3 with her. She said, right?
Yeah, she took the PS3.
Okay, gotcha. Nice, nice. What if she's playing Tomb Raider again?
I think she took a bunch of RPG games.
Solid. So I imagine she's gonna
Like
run
rebeat
through
Ni no Kuni again.
right and Tales of Xillia, stuff like that.
Probably. I still have to finish that.
Yeah, might do like a. We'll just fucking do our own little backlog thing where we'll pick a day each, and then one will play their game, and then the other will play theirs or something.
Yeah, I just have no fucking desire to do it.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, I just realized I don't have a way to stream
PS3.
anyways.
Yeah, you need a cap.
I need to work on that.
Well, you know what though? Hey, fuck it. You buy one that'll stream retro shit, and I'll send you my Elgato. Because it'll work for PS3 and PS4 just fine. It just does not work for anything else.
Gotcha.
I need something else. Like mine is clearly just defective or broken, and like everyone's like, "Oh, did you contact Elgato support?" Yes, multiple times. They were
Right,
not
yeah,
like
exactly.
I'm not saying they weren't helpful, but like they kept, after multiple attempts of troubleshooting a device, you have to just say it's defective, and you got to do something about it. You got to tell me like send it in and we'll give you another one. Send it in and we'll try and fix it. Like you gotta go further than just being like, oh well, we've tried a bunch of stuff. Because the problem is like, and this is a thing that like it's not necessarily them Elgato directly, but many places like it works, but it doesn't. Like it works with Xbox, it works with PS4, it works with PS3, HDMI only. It doesn't. It does not work with anything if you try to use it on the component thing, which is that's how you use the retro stuff. So
Wait, is
so,
there
like-
no like second, third party, whatever I don't know, whatever kind of party attachments for retro consoles to use with something like that?
there's like weird converter things, but I just
Yeah,
Yeah.
no bother. Yeah,
it's gotten to the point where I'm looking into just buying a Retron because that would have almost all the consoles, but not all of them. Like it would give me Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega, Game Boy Advance, but it wouldn't give me, N64, which would be a big one. I'd like to do N64. But if I had Super Nintendo, I could do a lot of games. Plus you get Super Game Boy, which would be Game Boy games on top of that. On top of the fact that you'd have Game Boy Advance anyways, and then regular NES, which would probably be the two biggest ones I'd do. I'd probably do NES and Super Nintendo, but I fucking love Nintendo 64 too, and I want to play those games, but I can't.
Mhm.
I mean, I can, I just can't stream them. So I'm looking into other options of capture cards. So if you're a capture card company, or you have some affiliation with a capture card company that works with component connections, feel free to reach out to me, Andrew at thedgcast.com. Like, I need an option that works. And unfortunately, it's the Elgato's not cutting it. It worked for like the first 6 months I had it, and then stopped, and then it only works with HDMI. So like again, even if they had said, hey, we'll send you a different connector cable, and like try and maybe your cable is defective, maybe like from all appearances it looks fine, like nothing's kinked, the pin connector things all look fine. And this is the other thing. So like I'll explain how fucked this situation is. So I have a MacBook. It's got Mac and Windows on it. So obviously for XSplit, Windows. When you plug the Elgato into XSplit and you have everything connected and you fire up whatever your game is, so in this instance, Super Nintendo, it'll come up on the TV, the game, but it will not come up in XSplit. But if you hit the Elgato device in your XSplit like device listing, where you list your artifacts and all your assets for like however your stream layout is, so like your face cam, your logo, whatever, it will show that the Elgato has input and output in whatever resolution at whatever frames per second. But nothing actually displays in XSplit. It just gives you the XSplit like please wait or now loading or 1 moment thing. But like the cam, like my face cam's working, my overlays are loaded, the Elgato just won't display anything on the laptop. If you close XSplit or you obviously if you unplug the Elgato from the computer, you lose your output to the TV because it's feeding through the Elgato, and the Elgato is powered by USB. So if you plug it back in, sometimes I'll get the input on the laptop, but not the TV, which is fucking useless because it's delayed on the laptop. But like that's very rare. I can ever, for whatever reason, get it to actually show up on the computer. 9 times out of 10, it'll pass through to the TV just fine, which is useless because if I stream, it's not like my laptop isn't telling me what it is and it's there. It's just not there. But it sees that it's got input and output.
Right, yeah. Lets you know, like, hey, it's here, but it's not.
Yeah.
Which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, and, Elgato support, like I said, they gave me multiple versions of, like, the outdated drivers and all that stuff, like, hoping that maybe, like, something reverting back to when did work, that it would work, and it never did. But then it wasn't like, oh, sorry, like, clearly it must be defective. It was just kind of like, oh, okay, well, whatever.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We tried.
I'm sorry, yeah.
So, yeah, so I just, and this is, I've had the device for I've had it for over a year. I've had it probably for 3 years now, and, like, it just, like I said, it worked for a little bit with retro, and then, I did more PS3, PS4 at the time, so it wasn't like I was worried, but then, like, every time I would go to try and do retro stuff, it just wouldn't work. So, and again, it didn't work in XSplit. It doesn't even work in the Elgato software on Mac or PC. So it's like I've troubleshooted as much as I can. I only have one computer, and it has Mac and Windows on it, and I have 2 different types of software that I've tried it with, one being Elgato's proprietary software. Not much more I can do. Like, I tried OBS, but I just couldn't fucking figure out OBS. So I don't think OBS would have made the difference. It would have been another PC software to try, but it's like if it doesn't work in Elgato software, like you gotta kind of wonder what the deal is. So I just assume that there's got to be something wrong with the actual hardware, and that's the way it goes. So I just want to try. I want another device just to try and see if something else works. I don't care what it is, who makes it, but it has to be external because I have a laptop. It's not like I can put a card in it, like like a Black Magic or something like that.
True.
So that's that whole situation with streaming retro stuff. But back to House of Wolves. I don't even know how we ended up on that tangent.
I don't either. That's just what we do. That's our show.
Yeah. So, but House of Wolves, I am impressed.
Yeah, I think the story's a lot better.
Yeah, the missions have more depth to it.
And they seem longer too.
They do seem longer.
Seems like it's a little bit longer. Because I think it's probably because you can just go straight to hard. That's probably why. It's not like
What do you
you
mean?
know, you're lower leveled, so you can't do hard. But it just, since you're already higher leveled, you could just start it on the hardest mode and, make it
Oh.
last a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. The one thing though that I think is kind of weird is right, like the game totally gives you gear, and because of the new upgrade system, like any gear you get basically is like already kind of maxed out.
Yep.
It's not
I think
like you can't go buy gear. So at the end of the day, you still have
Oh
to
no.
get like, which is nice. You still have to get gear. You just
Right.
can't expect to like go to tower and just like be like like you can go to tower and be like boom, I'm 32, but it'll be pre House of Wolves gear, which is
Right.
so
I mean,
you won't hit 34.
it brings back some of the returning players, but it also helps keep the more casual players, the players that didn't want to really have to grind, or I guess the people that want to really do the raids, because they thought it was either too difficult or they didn't find
Have a
anyone to
group.
help them, or yeah.
Didn't want to do
So
LFG.
this is their way of just boom, cool. I'm caught up with everybody now.
Right. That part at least is nice. It makes it more accessible for other players. So, you do what you can and you move along. So, I mean, and for $20, it is a lot of content. And I get that people are like, oh, there's no raid. But at the end of the day, like, you only get anything from the raid once a week anyways, or twice a week if you do on both difficulties. But, like, I don't see the raids as being that big a deal breaker. Like I'm actually happier with Prison of Elders because like it seems like you're still guaranteed to get something no matter what.
Right.
Like
and
the difference.
You don't have to get an actual 6-person group.
Right.
There's no frustration with that. It's just
it'll find
you two.
It'll
Come join me.
it'll find people for you for Prison of Elders. But the other thing too is like, in the raids you didn't gain experience. In Prison of Elders you gain experience and you can use consumables for other stuff too. So I assume that if I was to use a consumable for like ether seeds or something, that I would earn money. I just know that you don't earn money when you're doing it, but I think in theory you might, because if I can use, I don't know, you earn experience. Like I leveled up weapons during it, so I would assume that I would be able to earn money too. But I'm not. I'll have to test that. I don't know.
I didn't pay attention. It was too crazy.
Yeah. I also like that you get like 12 whatever Vanguard counterpart rank.
Yeah,
every like round you complete you get like 12. So
yeah.
It's kind of nice.
It's
So
not
you
like
get 60
you're not doing it for
you
no
get
reason.
60 every time you complete a round, like every time you complete the Prison of Elders, so
Oh yeah, so it all adds up every time you do
and then every time you do that and complete the things, you'll be able to buy stuff from Vracus, whatever his name is, the fallen dude in the Reef.
That mofo.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's nice. The thing I don't like is what Jimmy was saying with that, the fallen motherfucker, the whole like the armored core currency, that was kind of stupid.
You mean how they introduced another like 6 fucking currencies into the game?
Yeah.
Token of flight, token of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Armored core, and then
something else
too. Yeah,
that was kind of dumb, but other than that,
like
everything is cool.
Well, and the thing that I think is annoying about it is it'll end up being just like Eris Morn, right? Like Eris Morn, you leveled up to 4, and that was it. It was nothing. That was it. There was nothing else you needed from her once you hit level 4. You had no fucking reason to go back to her at all, because the only things you needed were like radiant energy or radiant shards. And once you leveled her up, that was it. It wasn't like you didn't need to do Eris Morn bounties because it didn't fucking matter. You needed to unlock that one thing, and then you could, exchange your materials if you were doing the raid. But I haven't done the Crota raid in forever because I don't fucking need anything from it. So Eris Morn is literally useless to me. Vracus, dude, I see being the exact same way. I'll potentially or not potentially, I'll eventually level it up just because I'll be doing Prison of Elders a lot. But then it won't matter because I'm probably not going to be buying anything from him anyways.
Nah, not at all.
Because like I don't give a shit.
Nope, I don't care about like a weird box ship thing.
Yeah,
whatever.
that's the thing. It's like, ooh, I can get another fucking ship. Cool.
Yeah,
The thing that's literally fucking just an aesthetic thing in the
Useless.
game. Yeah.
yeah. Mm.
So,
Yeah. Everything but that stupid currency bullshit is A-okay in my book.
Yeah.
I have faith in Bungie again.
I don't have any fucking space left. I had to make a character.
The other characters
just to
have
hold
more
shit.
Space.
Like my vault
Yeah.
was basically full. I had like two. I mean, granted, my one section of my vault is entirely full of like heavy ammo synthesis. No, it's full of heavy ammo synthesis. Because every time Zor had them for sale, I just bought a shitload of them.
Bought a shit ton, yeah, because they were like what, a coin?
Yeah,
each?
it was like 1 coin. So I think I have
like 5 or something like that.
Yeah, I think I probably have like 200 or 300 total syntheses. But I use them a lot. I always use heavy ammo. So,
all right, it's not like you're just bought them just to
sit on them. Yeah, like because they'll be worth money. Like maybe one day it'll become currency and I can fucking sell them back.
Right? Aha, Mike, fuck you.
Yeah.
I bought.
Well, all those goddamn Vanguard commissions like they were like, oh, these were kind of fucking stupid, so we'll just let them turn into experience for you. Cool.
Which is nice.
Yeah, it was nice. It was a nice touch rather than just being like, well, these are fucking useless. Sorry.
Right. Yeah.
Instead, they were like, well, we'll make it, just use it in your inventory and it'll just give you experience, which is nice.
I just realized I should have thrown them on like my Hunter Titan to buy armor. I'm an idiot.
Oh well.
Whatever.
No, I don't think you need them anymore to buy shit. So.
Right. No, I mean I could have leveled up Vanguard and just instantly.
Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah, use them to level up your other characters' ranks and shit. Yeah.
That way you can just go straight to level 32, whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, by buying the armor.
Well, that was the whole other thing that was annoying to me is like they've made all these changes, but you've added all these currencies and you've added all these stupid fucking things, and it fills up my vault. Like I have my vault is filled with fucking emblems and heavy ammo syntheses, and then a bunch of exotic and legendary weapons. Most of which I don't plan on using, but like I don't want to just dismantle them because most of them I have like maxed out, and it's like why get rid of them? But at the same time, when I can't fucking store anything else, and my hunter is almost entirely always like I think I have 7 of each weapon on hand, so I can only carry like or pick up an extra 2 engrams or whatever. Like it's kind of annoying to just be like, well, I can't carry any more guns because I'm out of space. So I had to make another character and go through the BS to get to tower, which is fine. It was like 20, 30 minutes to get to tower, just so that I could go into the app on my phone and be like, dump it to the I made a Titan. Maybe, who knows, maybe I will go through and play as the Titan, but like I had to just dump all that random stuff. Like, so my Titan has like all my emblems, a couple heavy ammo syntheses, and like a couple guns that he can't even use because like, it's just they're all max levels.
Yeah.
So, and then it's just like, I would love to dismantle all my useless exotic gear, like for other characters, just for the exotic shards. But because you introduce like 7 new fucking currencies, my inventory on my character is full of that too.
Yeah.
It's like Vanguard commendations, which thankfully are gone. Crucible commendations also gone. Then you've got, Ascendant shards, Ascendant energy, Radiant shards, Radiant energy. Armored cores, token of flight, token of whatever bullshit.
Yeah. It's useless.
Like, god damn it. Like, or why can't it just be that I fucking have them and they're stored with those people like a fucking bank?
Right. No, yeah, exactly.
Like,
exactly.
It's just like, it's one of those things like, why does it have to be an inventory item, I guess is my entire problem.
No, I get that. Yeah, why can't it be something that if you don't have the room, then they'll be like, hey, come back later. We'll give it back to you later. Some shit.
Like, but like my thing is, why can't it just be in like it's just a
oh, just like a little,
just like an item, just
right?
Like a like a non-inventory item, like
that you can just pick up whenever.
Sure, like when you like for example, when you played Link to the Past, right? You had your inventory of fucking items that you used, and then
Right.
your other like sidebar inventory was shit that you just had, like the fucking,
Oh, yeah.
you had the Pegasus boots. It wasn't an inventory item; it was just a thing you had, and you
Right.
held circle
Yeah.
or B or whatever it was to
Yeah.
dash. Like it didn't. It wasn't like you had to have it as a fucking usable space inventory item.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'd be nice.
That shit is getting, because like it's just a currency I use to buy shit. Like why do I have to have the keys in my fucking usable inventory
Right,
as
yeah.
opposed to like heavy ammo
Like a
syntheses just is
separate
like, that's another thing that annoys me too. Like you could make inventory management so much easier if like it wasn't 20 per ammo syntheses and it was just like 100. Like spin metal is 200 per block.
block, yes.
Why the
With
fuck
the
can't the
materials.
ammo syntheses be?
Right. How much is it per fucking in your inventory? How much does it hold each time?
For what?
The ammo synthesis.
20 piece.
That's stupid. Yeah.
So basically when you look at my vault, it's like
20,
20 Yeah, exactly.
Oh, jeez.
Because I just and when you buy them from Zor, they're 5 apiece, so you buy 4 and then you have a block of 20. And
20,
so
yeah.
it's just annoying because it's like why can't I just have them stack? Like why don't they just stack in one block? Simply because it doesn't eat up all this inventory like
Right. That or have it be some kind of like reserve magazine type thing on on your HUD with your gun. Like this is what you have, and this is the extra shit that you have.
because like if I like it doesn't change anything other than like I could carry more. Like
Right, exactly.
I still have to buy them either with Glimmer or materials from Eris Morn because I think she sells them, or from Zor when he happens to sell them for strange coins. Like it still requires me to buy them. If I just want to carry a bazillion, like what difference does it make?
Right.
Like it's not like it's not. I don't think there's ever. I don't think there'll
Yeah.
ever be a part in the game where I'll need to use so many of them that like it'll break the game if I have like 200 heavy ammo syntheses on my character.
Right.
I'm not going to be like there's no way I could be in the Prison of Elders that long that I would use them all anyways. So what difference does it make if I have them?
Yeah, exactly.
Like why do you got to limit me to 20 is what I'm getting
Right.
at. Why you got to be a bitch, Bungie?
Just let me use my shit, motherfucker. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
Shit.
so enough about Destiny. Fuck that game.
More tangents.
Well, no. So I've also been playing Guns Up, which is in beta currently, and shout out to Red Shoe Paul for giving me the hookup on that one. Guns Up is like a side-scrolling strategy game, in the sense that like it's military-esque, so that's why it's called Guns Up, and it feels more World War II-y, only because like you have like the different types of infantry you can call out. Like think Command and Conquer, but instead of like where Command and Conquer was like a more like isometric 3D map, and you kind of like moved all over, and like you had your in Guns Up you still have your base where you have like your defenses and stuff, but it's not real time in the sense that if I was playing against you, we'd be attacking each other's bases. I'm playing against whatever your base is set as in your game. So like you go to war, quote, quote, I'm air quoting on war. Like you go to war, which is just playing against other people online, but you're not actually playing against them.
Against them, gotcha.
You're playing against whatever they've upgraded their base to be.
Right.
So
I see.
the computer is controlling how their base is like dispatching troops to fight you, and you just drive. It shows you driving up in a truck basically, and then like you have X amount of currency, which is just munitions, and then you can only have like 15 people on the field at once. So like you call out like your first level of infantry and they have like rifles, and you call out your second level of infantry and they have like machine guns. But then you can call out like a grenadier or a bazooka man or whatever, paratroopers, and you call in all this stuff, and you call in like airdrops. And basically the whole thing is like to fight against the other person's base without losing all your lives and munitions. So ideally you can keep spawning enemies up until you run out of munitions to spawn them, and then you lose because you've been wiped out.
So it sounds essentially like one of those what's that other game that's on PSN? It sounds like that. It's like
whatever that game is that I don't know what it is. Sounds like that. Yeah, totally. I totally don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, let's go with it.
I'll look it up and then I'll.
Like I said, it's like Command and Conquer is probably but it's way more, I would say, accessible than Command and Conquer. Like, there's not as many in-depth things,
so it's a bit easier. To get into.
Well, and it does. Like I said, it's side-scrolling, so it's not like you have to span this wide map and kind of and like really think about the way you're planning your defenses and your offenses. It's more just like, you're traveling along a road to a base, and they've put up defenses along the way, and you just have to kind of plow through them and then destroy the base, but without running out of your own resources as well. So it's not bad. Like, I was playing for like probably an hour, 2 hours last night, and it's not bad. I kind of was hoping that there maybe in the future there will be, because like I said, it's in beta, that there would be a more real time where I'm actually like fighting against players, because like you can call in bombing runs, right? And I'm always thinking like, oh man, I hope they don't call in a bombing run on me like at the last second when I'm like about to take out their base. But like that never seems to happen because the game's AI just isn't doing that, I guess. So I'm kind of just like wondering, if you were playing against somebody else, in theory that might be something they do. They might just like drop in on you and be like, well, you're screwed.
You're effed, yeah. See, I'd wondered if they also have some kind of like allied wars type thing. Like, if you didn't want to attack your friend's base, you could be like, well, how about you help me take out this guy's base, and I'll help you take out, your enemy's base later, or something like that. Some kind of allied quote-unquote wars type thing. That'd be kind of sweet.
It's possible that that's going to happen, but who knows? Right. Like I said, I don't know. I haven't spent a whole lot of time going through the forums to kind of see what's about. And honestly, I don't know how much is, like, they're not going to tell you what's coming for release. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that I've seen in the game that just says coming soon, and I've unlocked whatever it is, but I can't access it because it just is like, it's just highlighted as coming soon. So right. Like they've clearly got content in the game that's like it's there as like placeholder, but like I probably won't get to see what it is in beta, which at least leaves you to know that there's some other stuff coming through.
Right? Yeah, they got plenty of content for people to play around with.
Yeah. And it's nice. I mean, the thing that's kind of a bummer for me is like I kind of want to be able to watch someone else try and attack, because like I said, it doesn't seem like it's real time you playing against somebody else. Right. So like, is there a way that I can just kind of spectate people trying to take out my base and watch? Because like it seems like it's AI controlled anyways from that point. So in theory, why can't I just spectate somebody else trying to take out my base? Or is that just not how it works? And because it's like it shows you your wins and losses, but like I've never lost. It doesn't. So I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe that isn't set up, or
maybe
like it's, but I don't know. But
like, can you actually attack another player's base or is it just?
Yeah. Oh yeah. When I go into play, it says like PSN names of other people, and it shows like how much you have to buy in to play them, and your rewards are greater the more difficult the person. But I've yet to see any interaction within the game that makes me think that the other person on the other end of the thing isn't just a computer, because it seems like it's kind of the same kind of straightforward motions that like the game's going through. So I'm like, it's got to be AI. Otherwise,
most likely,
it's not like there's no way people would be playing the exact same way.
True.
So I mean, but otherwise, it's kind of fun. I like playing.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. It's not bad.
look at the website right now, checking it out.
Yeah, I don't know how you register for the beta, to be honest with you.
You just put in your PSN and
Ah,
it
okay.
it gives you a number. It's like this is when we'll let you know.
Well, there you go.
It's gonna gives you a little insight on the game, a trailer, some trailers, I think, and then the different unit types. Pretty cool.
Right.
You can sign up for the forums.
Yep.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, you might as well. That's the thing too. Like, I'm in the Smite beta for Xbox One. I haven't checked that out yet.
Essentially, like a shooter version of League of Legends, basically.
What do you mean?
Well, because I watched a buddy of mine play it on PC, and it's
Whoops.
you can essentially just you don't have to do the lane type things in LOL or whatever because there's lanes in LOL.
Right.
You can just straight run back and forth and shoot.
So it's more
the
freeform
opponents.
then, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like actual mythical god based characters, not just made up random characters.
Fair enough.
So like Loki, Thor, all that nonsense, mythical gods. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I haven't even, like, again, it's one of those things, like, I never use my Xbox One.
Xbox,
so
yeah.
I'd have to plug it in
Yeah.
to fucking try it anyways.
Yeah, I think you might like it.
Yeah, who
I mean,
knows?
it's not a game to play all the time, but every once in a while, it seems like one of those type of games you just kind of throw on and kill
When you
some
just
things.
yeah, when you want to take a break from, like, Destiny.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the only other game I've been playing a lot is that Windward game, which is by Tasharin, or I don't know, I'm going to fuck up the pronunciation of it, but Tasharin Entertainment. And it's actually a lot of fun because it's got offline, online co-op, and then just like a straight online mode where you're in this giant environment with like hundreds of other players.
So it's
Like-
essentially almost an MMO type experience.
Well, kind of, except like it's way less MMO-y feeling. But like, what's cool is like I went into like a beginner lobby that had like 250 people in it, but like it's not like everybody has to agree to make it combat.
Oh,
Instance.
gotcha.
So, like everybody,
it's not straight up PvP.
yeah, like everybody
So
has to
someone-
agree to like change an instance, and if you don't want to,
Gotcha.
you can just bump out of your instance and join one that is combat, like activated, so that you can like fight against other people with your ship. The only reason I didn't is because I was like a level 7, because I hadn't been playing that long, and everybody else was
Started
like
out.
level 60, and I was like pretty sure I'm gonna get straight up wrecked.
Yeah.
But like you can fight against AI pirates that show up and take them out, which is cool. But like everybody else has like these huge I just like choked on air. I don't even know how that's possible. It's like a piece of dust. Everyone has these huge, magnificent like ships, and I've got this like dinky little like sailboat kind of thing, and I'm just
Starter
like,
kit.
yeah, the starter kit. And I'm just like, I'm gonna get straight up wrecked if I go into a like
Battle.
combat instance. So I was like, I'll just keep doing quests and leveling stuff up.
Nice.
It's like relaxing though, because you're just kind of, you get this nice music, you're sailing around, you're occasionally stopping to like send a diver down, because it kind of like pops up a little alert if there's something like below the water, and you can send a guy down to go try and like rustle free whatever it is, and it'll pop up like a box or a barrel, and you click on it, and the barrel, that's like you pulling in the barrel to your ship. It's usually like a little bit of like stuff that you can use to like either upgrade your ship or trade in ports and stuff, and then you can go to each port, has different quests you can do, and depending on the type of ship you have more, you can carry more quests, so you can get more XP at once.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I always try to do quests that like go to the same place, rather than like, because like some of them are like deliver cargo to this town, pick up people at this town, ferry people to this town. It's like I always try to find ones that are either close to each other or go to the same place, and then that way, the second you dock your ship, you've immediately completed 2 quests. Now you can, and then you've got like a skill tree, kind of like Borderlands, where you can upgrade like perks on your ship, so like make your ship faster because you improved your sales, or you can improve your diplomacy so that you get slightly better deals on buying goods from ports, and then you can buy goods from one port and then go to another place and then sell them and like make a profit. Be like a shipman type of guy.
Nice.
It's deeper than
roles.
it's deeper than like I originally thought it would be going into it. Like there's so much you can do, and the fact that it's got the online portion, like there's a lot.
It's not just like a standard.
Yeah.
Here's my ship. I'm just gonna go do this. You can actually have an experience.
Yeah.
Playing with someone else.
And every instance is procedurally generated, so it's not like it's
nice.
going to be kind of the same thing over and over again. Like every instance is kind of different. So it's kind of cool. There's a lot going on. I'm a big fan.
Have to beef up the PC and check it out.
You don't even actually really need a ridiculous PC to play it, because I'm playing like it's on PC and Mac, which is huge for me because then that way I don't have to boot into Windows to play it. But if it runs on my MacBook without a dedicated graphics card, like it does, and it looks good. Like the cool thing is even in the graphics menu, it has an option to disable like some of the water effects so that it doesn't like absolutely kill your computer. Because like the water looks really good, and it has like a nice reflection with light. And my guess is because the lighting engine portion of it like probably just destroys graphics. You can just disable it, which is kind of nice.
Nice.
So like when I streamed it a couple times, I disabled it, but when I play like just on my computer alone, or even like in the online mode, I leave it activated, and my computer doesn't seem to.
That way, it doesn't seem
to hate me.
Nice. Is it a free to play? Is it a paid?
It's
is it an early access type thing
no,
right now?
It's $15.
Nice.
Yeah,
$14.99,
and then you can. There's like a 4. There's the Steam like 4-pack thing. So like if you buy 4, it's like 4 for the price of 3, and then you get a couple friends to go in on it, and then they just everybody pays a little less, or like you buy it and then give it to your friends and stuff.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool. I'm a big fan. It really is. It's like one of those like relax. It's like I look at the single player as like relax mode. Because like I can just kind of jump in my ship, sail around. The AI doesn't bother me unless it's a pirate ship, and if it's a pirate ship, I fuck it up. And then, and then if I want to kind of like challenge myself a little bit, I'll go into
jump
the online and just kind of do that. Because like, it's like the same thing when you play online. It's just that the further out you go in instances, the harder it gets. And because you're getting further away from like your faction, but also because then you're not necessarily sailing around with like allies. So then that's when the combat instances, and then that's when you get sunk. So
is it a whole type like if you die you completely start all over again?
I haven't died yet. I'm afraid. I'm afraid that I'll lose my ship. So I have like avoided. I'll go into a combat instance and then leave. Leave shortly thereafter, because I don't want to get
wrecked.
I don't want to get wrecked and then have to like lose my ship or lose a lot of gold or start over. I don't assume that you do. My guess is it probably just resets you, or like maybe you lose your quests or X amount of gold or something.
That's what I was wondering, if it was like a whole type of you have to make a new ship, or is it just like here's your last save, try again.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I'll have to get back to you on that.
All right.
I'm legitimately afraid, because I'm like, damn it, my ship isn't that great, but like I don't have to start over. But like you have a crew and you have a captain, so like if you look at your inventory, like you can upgrade your captain to be like a better captain, or you can upgrade like your crew to be a better crew. Like, are they better, for sailing or defense or offense? And like your captain, same way. Like, is he more diplomatic? So like the higher your diplomatic rating, the better pricing you get when you go to towns, which is kind of nice. Otherwise, you get like screwed, and stuff costs like 3 times as much as it would with like a different captain. You can like change the sails, but then you can change the color of the sails. You can change the color of the ship, or you can apply like armor to the ship. So there's it's got a lot of customization and
Nice. I like
stuff.
that.
So like
I'm a
you can
big
go
sucker
like,
for
but you
stations.
can literally just sail around like in instance, and
Mhm.
every once in a while like there's just barrels and boxes floating in the water, and you just click on them when you get close enough to them with your ship, or if you like hit them head on, it just auto collects it,
Hmm.
and you'll get materials. But like like I found a few custom colored sails, so like I have like a bright purple sail on my ship because I just happened to pick it up in the water. Like
Nice.
I hadn't seen it for sale at any of the ports, but it's kind of cool.
Sail.
But like now I'm at the point where I have enough money to like go around and buy stuff. So like I've been buying like I bought like new cannons. I bought
Nice.
like stronger wood for my ship. But like
Always a
but
plus.
like my ship is far more agile than it is like offensively capable. So I just try to not get destroyed.
Yeah.
It's really
Stay
what it
away
comes
from
down to.
the pirates. That would be a no bueno.
No, definitely no good.
I wonder if
Definitely.
anyone's made like a death montage in that.
I don't know. There are a lot of like let's play videos, which is kind of rad. That people have put together on YouTube. So if you are like if you're listening to this and you are interested in the game, like feel free to check out YouTube. There's a ton of people who've made like let's plays about it. Cuz like I'm like the tip of the iceberg for having really checked out the game. Like there's a lot of stuff you can do. Like I haven't even unlocked like half the shit you can have on your
Yeah.
ship. So feel free to check that out. It is on
Yep.
Steam. So, and like I said, it's PC and Mac. I think it's Linux too, but nobody
Right.
uses Linux.
Yeah.
Fuck Linux.
Fuck. Yeah.
Linux plus what? Not even trying. Fucking lamps plus. So yeah, I mean, ultimately, those are probably the three games I've played recently. I kind of like completely stopped playing Battlefield Hardline.
Yeah, see, right when I was thinking about getting that, so now that I know you're not playing it as much, it's like,
Like
okay,
the problem is I'd play it if I had people to play it with. You know, like when I used to play Battlefield 4, it was because I usually had a squad. You know, like I had a couple,
right,
like at least one or two people that I would play it with, so that like because I used to stream it all the time too. So like I would be talking with people while I was just kind of dicking
right,
around.
sticking
Like
around, yeah.
Hardline, I have a bunch of friends who play it, but like just never at the same time that are
Uh,
like when I would want to play it. So I'm just like, meh. It's like I
yeah,
don't plan on selling it, and I would totally play it because it is fun. It's different than Battlefield 4.
right.
So
Yeah, I stop whatever. I'll still pick it up.
yeah, I mean if
So
it's
I
cheap,
did want it. So
yeah, if it's cheap, I
it's
would pick it
today.
up. But
Is it the? Is it past the 25th?
today is the 24th.
Okay, so it's still on sale then. I'll think about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I
I'll think about it.
mean, yeah, I'll definitely play. Definitely.
I mean, we don't have to play tonight, but I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking about getting, and then
Sure.
when you want to squad up, we'll squad up and then motherfuckers.
Does Sam have it?
No.
Okay. Well, whatever. We should focus on Prison of Elders because I think that
That's true, yeah.
or Trials of Osiris because I think the three of us probably wouldn't win, but
We win some. We win
we
some
would win
matches,
some.
but
We do all
I
right.
think
You know,
could pull
I'll
it
probably
off.
blame it all on Sam if we lose.
No, it'd probably be my fault. It'd probably be
Damn
my
it, Sam! Not even we're not even playing, and it's your fucking fault.
fault.
Uh, so I don't know. What have you been playing? You've been playing a lot of The Witcher. Every time I see,
Yeah, besides that, I've been playing Witcher. Yeah.
is it everything you hoped it would be?
See, I didn't get into the first one. I played the second one, got to a boss fight type thing, and just gave up because it was extremely hard. And then, you find out about three. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll try to get back into two. Still couldn't get into it. Three comes out. Not thinking about getting it right away. And then I see, everything that's been upgraded and all that. I'm like, okay, I'll try it.
I'll give Home Ec another shot.
Yeah, it's like, I'll give it another shot. I feel like there's almost too much to do. Like, they'll give you a quest, and then they're like, okay, go here, go there, go here, go there. But it's one of those things where you'll end up finding something else to do mid-quest, is what I like. Like, you'll get distracted mid-quest, because there's just like random little events, like, oh, someone's getting attacked by that, or
Like a public event in Destiny, kind of? Or...
Yeah, basically, yeah. Kind of like that. Yeah, exactly. So I'll be running on my horse and some guy's screaming. So I'll like, okay, I'll wait for that quest. I'll do that quest here in a second and go help him. But then it'll start another quest with that guy.
And then you end up on a tangent, and then...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then there's a crafting system that you can get into, and there's a little card game called Gwent that's like essentially like Magic, kind of, but inside the Witcher world. That was kind of interesting.
Magic the Gathering, you mean?
Kind of, yeah. It's kind of like that. But you can like challenge specific characters and some of the shop owners and stuff like that to that game.
Okay.
And that it's actually kind of fun to get into.
What do you get if you win?
I haven't won yet. So
okay.
Yeah. So
all right.
I've nothing.
Nothing,
yeah. I think insults when you lose. So they kind of tell you that your shit is weak.
Shit's weak.
To sod off, as the Brits would say. Yeah, I like
Fucking Brits.
Combat is solid. Graphics are solid. Story's solid. Everything about it is solid. I don't want to say it's a 10 out of 10 because I don't want to
count your chickens before they're hatched.
Exactly, yeah. But
like it could suck later on, but for right now.
Right, oh yeah, exactly, yeah. But for now.
It's alright.
I'd say it's
alright.
It's
cool. It's just alright.
It's cool.
It's cool. You mean like
right now it's that friend that you like having around, but later he might get annoying.
He might want to borrow money, and then you're like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, man, I'll get you back. But later never comes.
Yeah.
Brian.
Pretty much. Oh shit.
Did you never
real talk.
Did you not see that Family Guy?
Huh?
Oh, it's a Family Guy when Quagmire goes off on Brian. He's like, you always say, hey man, I'll get you later. But later never comes, Brian.
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind.
It's like, I serve soup at the,
Oh, yeah.
whatever. He's like, every Sunday night. But I never see you there, Brian. And stop acting like you're Jesus fucking Christ because you drive a Prius. Blah, 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 blah.
And he goes off on a tangent.
Yeah, and then he ends it with like, thanks for the fucking steak. Like it's a fantastic little rant. It's on YouTube. Everybody knows.
That's Witcher.
Yeah.
Lots to do.
But that's the thing. I think like right now everybody's either like you're either doing like House of Wolves if you're like a first person shooter because fucking Master Chief Collection still broke as fuck. Or it's like The Witcher 3. I don't see
or Mortal Kombat.
I mean I guess that's like the fighting communities thing. And then like for racing there's nothing.
Drive Club, but
pretty sure nobody's playing Drive Club. I'm not even trying to be a bitch. I'm just like pretty sure like everybody like I moved on from it. It's like how many times can I go to fucking play with my friends and it just doesn't want to work? It's right. The same thing with Master Chief Collection, which was the whole goddamn reason I bought an Xbox. It's like how many times could I try to play with friends and like matchmaking just does not work. Like it is so frustrating.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like at one point it's kind of just like, well, whatever. I'll just write this off.
He was telling me when he first got it, obviously, yeah, there were issues, but he said he was able to play some games, no issue.
I could get into games. I just couldn't there was no matchmaking, like partying up.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so, I think he said that too.
Like when I first played it and I was playing with my brother on the same console with me, we would get put on different teams.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like as he'd be like, J-Bond (1) on the other fucking team. And there would be and the exact same thing would happen to other players. Like they'd have one person on the other team and the other person on our team. And we're like, okay, so if you have two guests on the fucking server, why are they on opposite teams? Like clearly it's not like the game was imbalanced and it was just like, well, throw them on the other team to balance the teams. Like we had matched teams. The other thing that was weird was you'd be playing like big team battle, which I think is like 12 players max. And we'd have 16 people in the game, which made no sense to me. Like, how do you have like more people than the max amount of players this game type can have? Like, we would have, it would just like have extra people in the game, and it would show their names and stuff, and like we'd all get points at the end of the game. But like, it was weird. That was like the first couple weeks of launch. Like, I can't tell you how many games. I tweeted about it. If you go back to my tweets, like way back when, there's tweets of me and my brother in a warthog, and he's red and I'm blue. And like I'm in the gunner seat killing his teammates while he drives me around because they didn't want to shoot at him because they're like, oh, he's in our car. What a big deal. And like, I'm just like wiping out their whole team.
Nice.
And the best part is the second anyone on their team killed him, they'd betray him and he would kick them from the game. Because they'd be like, you've been betrayed X amount of times. Like, do you want to kick this person from the game? So it was kind of like a win-win. Like, we didn't care. Like, he didn't care if he won because he was, it was whatever. So, like, that was how we had fun with it, basically.
Nice.
So it was like, meh, don't worry about it.
Right.
So that's it. It's a great. It's been a good weekend. I don't know about you.
Just a little bit rainy, but
low key.
But yeah, it's been good.
And then I mean, well, this would have been only if you follow me on Twitter at So After I Said. But the other night, last night, went out to eat. Cute waitress left my number on the receipt. The signed piece. She hasn't called yet, but
yet. Keyword yet.
We'll hold on to it. I'll update you guys in the next episode if she hasn't called.
Keep it on lock.
But I think we can wrap up episode 23. Do you have any shout-outs this week?
Yes, I do. The whole team at Ichiko Comics. I'll get the Facebook set up right now. Give you the link.
Okay. Do they have a
Twitter? That all set up. No Twitter.
Okay.
Not at the
Facebook?
moment. But the Facebook, yeah, I've got the link. I'm sending that right now.
Got it.
Make sure it's the right one. Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Ichiko Comics, which is like a collection of like artists, cosplayers, gamers, all trying to. It's like a networking type thing, just trying to get into, I guess, the business per se, or not even so much of the business, but just
a place
show
for cosplayers to
show their passion.
Collaborate.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, show their passion.
I'm on board with that. I'm not a cosplayer, but I think it's pretty dope. I think it's pretty dope when the cosplay is. And maybe it's because I'm old fashioned, and maybe like because I just like things to be. I like more authentic things, So, like, I like when people do cosplays that are true to the cosplay. Like, I'm not picking on like the sexy cosplay, but like I don't like the like over sexualized versions of cosplays. I don't really care if that's what you want to do.
The sad part is most of those, that's what the cosplay actually is. Though that's
depends.
The thing.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, no,
I get what you mean though.
Yeah,
like the
I'm saying like when it's like well, but there's not. She's obviously sexy. Just the more famous of it. Yeah, then there are other people who do the same thing. They take a cosplay of a thing and make it sexual. Like obviously, yeah, there are some that are just flat out sexual. But my thing is, I like when the person who's doing the cosplay is true to the original character. So if the character is sexy and you play it sexy, fine, no problems there. But if the character wasn't sexy and you made it sexy, it doesn't work for me,
Right, like someone took Solid Snake and like made it all weird and
like I want to see Solid Snake as Solid Snake. I don't care if you do the gender bend, like if you do like the female Solid Snake. I just want it to be. I want it to be true to the thing that it is, because that's the whole reason you're like, and it's like the whole difference between when somebody does like the fuck. It's just the weirdest analogy too, because it's when you have copycat killers versus you have like, because you've got like copycat killers and then people who like are committing crimes like in the vein of such a person.
Oh, right.
And I can't remember what the actual term is, but like I like the cosplays that are true to the original character, no deviations from what it was,
Right.
I don't. It's not that I don't want a person to put their own spin on it. It just it's like old cars, like I love old classic cars, but I like the old classic cars the way they were when they were made. I don't
Right,
like
no
I don't
fancy
like
rims.
yeah, I
Or...
don't like that shit. I don't like
Yeah,
the embellishment. You know, I want it
right.
to
I
be
get you.
I want it to have
Keep it
some
as is. Yeah.
authentic. Well, just authenticity. It's really what it comes down to.
Right. No. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Fair
and
enough.
I like whatever. If that's what you want to do your thing. Honestly, do your
Right.
thing. Just do your fucking thing.
It's
Don't worry about the hate cuz like I'm not a hater. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying I very
yeah.
much appreciate true cosplay if that's whatever you would call it. Like that's true to the original character or thing that
Right.
you're doing.
The
Like
format that it
otherwise,
is
like,
not.
and if that's not what you want to do, then fine, do it. Honestly, if you're successful or you just enjoy it, like, fucking do it. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
don't let me stop you. I'm just saying that's not what I like.
Right.
It's not my
No.
thing.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Any shout outs for you, by the way?
Well, my usual shout outs to Sarah and Dave over at the Geek Mates. They are putting a little bit of a pause on podcasts only because
Life.
no, not even. It's not so much life, but the two of them are both doing some career stuff, and so career stuff is obviously more important than podcast fun stuff. So they are going to be putting a little bit of a halt on it. But I'm still going to shout them out. It's the PvP podcast at the PvP podcast on Twitter. Sarah's Twitter is at Sarah Joy. Dave's Twitter is at Ziggy Ziggs. And I wish them the best. Actually, it's not like I'm not going to be talking to them, but obviously I wish them the best because they're making some cool moves in their personal careers. So that's awesome.
Right.
I'm going to shout out... I was going to shout out Tasharin Entertainment, which made Windward, but I don't actually think they have a Twitter. But obviously that's the creator of
link the website.
Yeah, I'll link the website in the stream. I mean, we could always shout out Bungie for House of Wolves, but whatever.
And we should
and
just put that anyways. Shout out to Bungie, but whatever.
yeah, shout out to Bungie, but whatever. Like I won't link it. I'll just put the at Bungie.
Whatever. Yeah. And these guys.
These nuts.
Got 'em.
These nuts at Bungie. But in any case, I think that will do it.
Sets it off.
I think that's it. So next episode we will have our guest. Unfortunately, there was some scheduling, so
yeah,
we may just.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. But
next week we'll have our shit together, or I will at least.
Whatever. I think it's fine. People schedule shit happens. It's
right,
the way it goes.
I know.
I wasn't expecting to get home late as I did, but
fair enough. Yeah,
it is what it is. So yeah, I guess that'll do it for episode 23.
Yeah.
And I think we'll just catch you on the
flip, son.